everybody's right is protected. Human Rights Radio 101.1, redefining broadcasting.
Have you ever wondered why methods to therapy change? Ever wondered why innovation in medicine didn't change the world? Well, that's simply because everything about your health lies within your hands. It all starts with let's make it happen, or following the doctor's orders. Health is Life, Mondays to Fridays, from 2 to 3 p.m. only on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM.
Human Rights Radio.
When you're so in love, sometimes you got.
Impetuous passion. It is, on the contrary, an element calm and deep. It looks beyond mere externals and is attracted by qualities alone. It is wise and discriminating, and it is a devotion that is real and abiding. Ellen G. White. If you can hear the sound of my voice, then you know you're tuned to Human Rights Radio 101.1, and this is Heartbeat. And I am Buchi, your resident love doctor. And on Heartbeat, if this is the first time you're joining this show, it's a show, a program dedicated to love and everything that concerns love. To all the young lovers out there, to all the old ones, to those whose hearts are lonely, to those who are seeking love, to those who have been beaten down by love, to those who celebrate it. On this program, we dive in and explore all the beauties and angles of everything we consider love. Yes, on Human Rights Radio 101.1. Before we get into the topic of the day, before we get into the doctor's antidote, we are going to take a very short break. And when we come back, we'll dive right in. We'll open up the lines to you if your heart is aching, if there's someone out there you just want to reach out to and tell them how much you love them, or if there's someone out there you're too shy to express yourself to, let me be your voice and let me reach out for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Your right, my right, our right, everybody's right.
Human Rights Radio.
There is no charm equal to the tenderness of a heart. Jane Austen. Welcome back to Heartbeat on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And I am your resident love doctor, Bucci. And we're going to go straight into the doctor's antidote. And for tonight, just like we've been talking about for the last few nights, we've been talking about communication in relationships. We also talked about the subtle signs and signals in terms of body language. But tonight I want to change gears just a little bit and talk about something totally different, but still very vital. I want to talk about silence. Shh. Yes, silence in relationships. What does that mean? What is the concept of silence in a relationship? If you're dating someone, if you're married to someone, your partner, your significant other, what does that silence mean? Now, I want to take a quote from Nicholas Sparks. He's a writer, a popular writer of romantic novels. If you've ever seen the movie The Notebook, it's based off his book. And there's something interesting he said about the topic. He said, "We sit silently and watch the world around us. This has taken a lifetime to learn. It seems only the old are able to sit next to one another and not say anything and still feel content. The young are brash and impatient and must always break the silence. It is a waste, for silence is pure. Silence is holy. It draws people together because only those who are comfortable with each other can sit without speaking. This is the great paradox. In a relationship, silence is key. Yes, we have expressed the importance of open communication, open and honest communication. But sometimes saying nothing and listening with our eyes is actually more important. Sometimes just being in the presence of your partner without saying a word is key towards growing that relationship. Sometimes some feelings are best expressed without saying a word. I know there's that overwhelming need to talk, to communicate, to always use words. But I'd like to lay on you some interesting facts. Do you know that 60% of all human communication is body language, and 30% is facial expressions? That means that leaves only 10% as spoken words. If you're hearing the words, the sounds coming out from my voice, this voice, that's the sounds I make as I talk. This only constitutes 10% of all human interaction. That shows you the fundamental, how fundamentally vital silence and body language is. Now, when we speak of silence, it doesn't mean you shout down your partner or you are rude and you don't talk. Sometimes you just don't feel like talking. Some days there's some feelings that convey that you don't have the words to say. As a good partner in that relationship, sometimes you don't need the words. You just need to be there. And that process, or that aspect of being there and just being silent and enjoying each other's company, speaks volumes. They say silence is better than words. Sometimes even silence can say 1,000 words, can capture a moment. Maybe you come home one day and your significant other, your partner, has had a long day in the office, and you come home and you just talk and talk. If you're a man, I know the ladies out there are popular. There's this popular thing you hear when a man says, "She's nagging me." It's a very negative term to use, but sometimes that is the way to convey how you feel. Maybe she's nagging me by talking. But then, sometimes just that silence alone. And just like Nicholas Sparks says, it seems like it's a concept that older couples seem to understand. Maybe older married couples or people who have been together for a while. They understand and see each other enough to know that sometimes words do not carry or convey the feelings and emotions you have. Sometimes it's just that silence. So I want to use tonight to speak to those younger couples, those who are in love, who are searching for love, or who are in a relationship and don't understand the concept and value of silence. Silence is key. Sometimes you take it in your stride, you understand, you see where this person is coming from. Now, I wanted to give you another quote, and this comes from Cham Potok, who is a famous writer, and he wrote a book called The Chosen. And there's an extract from that book I just want to read to you. He says, "I've begun to realize that you can listen to silence and learn from it. It has a quality and a dimension of its own." Now, that aspect and that concept alone is something that's key when you apply it to your relationship. You see, just because your partner maybe is not in the mood to talk doesn't mean that person is hiding something from you. It doesn't mean that person has something against you. Maybe there's just no words at that point in time. The words are not there. But you being there for your partner in silence, just your presence alone, is enough reassurance. It's something that is relied on. Maybe that silence, that space. Once you're comfortable with silence, content and comfortable with silence in your relationship. And when I say silence, I don't mean don't speak at all, dead silence, don't talk to me. No. It's a concept I like to call comfortable silence. You can sit in a room together, maybe watching a TV show or TV program, or reading a book, or just being together in that room, not necessarily talking, but you know that there is no ill will or no ill feelings, but you can still convey that love and emotion between the two of you. That is comfortable silence. That is healthy silence in a relationship. Because no matter how far love takes you, if you want to go the distance in a relationship, sometimes you have to embrace the silence. It's not something to run away from. It's not something to fear. I know this seems like a strange concept to some people, but if you can understand where I'm coming from, in the sense that the silence I'm speaking about, this comfortable silence, it's not rude, it's not discriminatory, it's not harsh. Sometimes you just don't feel like talking. We all are human beings. We're not perfect. And some days we have that feeling. You just don't feel like talking. You just want to enjoy that moment and not necessarily be mean to your partner. Some days you just don't feel like talking. Maybe there's just no words that day. But doesn't mean you don't love your partner. When you have these days, or when maybe you're experiencing and your partner is experiencing those days, you have to learn that maybe it's just a day of silence and you enjoy that silence together. Once a couple is able to experience or go through those silent moments without fear, without that distrust or thoughts of maybe infidelity, maybe he's not talking to me, or maybe she's not talking to me because she's angry, she's mean, there's something on her mind. No, maybe she just doesn't feel like talking. Once you're able to experience that comfortable silence without fear or judgment, just like Nicholas Sparks said, that silence that is pure, it draws people together and brings you closer to your partner. That even without words, you still convey those feelings of love for one another. You still convey those feelings of passion. It still exists. There's a popular song that goes, the chorus goes, "The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. The truth in your eyes says you will never leave me. The touch of your hand says you will catch me whenever I fall. Sometimes the best things are said when we say nothing at all. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Doctor's Antidote on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. This is Heartbeat, and I am Buchi, your resident love doctor. We're going to take a little short break, and when we come back, we're going to open up the lines to you out there, to all the lovers. If there's something on your mind, something that's bothering you in your heart and in your chest, or maybe there's that special person out there that makes your heart skip a beat, that you just want to share your love with, or maybe you have a love story you want to share with me, call. I'm here. Talk to me, and we can see how we'll take this journey of love together. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You're right.
Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and this is Heartbeat, a show, program dedicated to all the lovers out there. And I am your host, your resident love doctor, Buchi. And I'm going to open up the lines to everyone out there. If you can hear my voice, if your heart is troubled, if there's someone out there you want to reach out to, you want to tell them how you feel, or maybe there's something bothering you in your relationship, you can talk to me. Call me. Let us talk. Let me give you the relief, the satisfaction that you need. Let me be that voice of reason. Let me be that voice of caution. Or let me just use my voice to reach out and touch the one you love. You can call me on 081 89 99 1011. I take it again. 081 89 99 1011. And if you're online and you want to check out this program live, you can go on Facebook to our Human Rights Radio page, and you can stream live and watch. You can go to Human Rights Radio 101.1. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Welcome to Heartbeat.
I'm just feeling you sharing my sense of love with me, so I'm fine.
Sorry, can I get your name, please?
My name is Paul Black. I'm from Suleja.
Shuaibu calling from Suleja, right?
No, Paul Black.
Oh, okay. And how's your day been? How's your Monday?
My everything is cool.
Okay. What can I do for you this evening? Talk to me.
And I just want to share my lovers and out that they don't know I'm caring about them.
Okay. Please go ahead.
I have a friend that they call Fatima or whatever. I don't know how to start going on because they don't understand me. So the way you just talk, I feel like to call you and understand this from you.
Okay.
The idea will be all this together with you.
Okay. I'm listening. You can talk to me.
Huh?
You can talk to me. I'm listening.
Okay. I just want to let her know that I love her. I really miss her every day. If I see her, my mind and my soul is really sad, but I don't think she understands. I just want you to help me let her know.
Okay.
I love her so much.
What's her name?
Her name is Fatima.
Fatima. All right. I'll do that for you, my brother.
Thank you. When
Thank-
you do that, you can find me something that's very cool and very
All right. I'll see what I can do about that.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.
Thank you so much. Have a good
This
evening.
is my first call out to this
Wow.
radio station.
Oh, thank you so much for being. You're my first caller for the evening.
Yes.
So thank you so much for that.
I had him Abu Shabu.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Your name is you said Abu Shabu.
No, my name is Buchi, and I'm your resident love doctor on this program.
You are so comfortable. You are so understanding. I'm brilliant. And thank you to.
Thank you so
my
much.
Call. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm still
Have-
with you very much. Exciting.
All right. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you very much. Have
All
a
right.
lovely day too.
You too. Thank you. Thank
Because all
you.
people are hearing in the studio.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. You're still on Heartbeat on Human Rights Radio 101.1. And Fatima, if you can hear me, someone out there loves you. Hello, good evening. Hello,
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to Heartbeat on Human Rights Radio.
I'm Christiana.
Christiana, how are you doing? Hello, Christiana, can you hear me? Oh, looks like we lost that call. Christiana, if you can hear me, you can please try again and call me back. The number again is 081 89 99 1011. Please call me back. Let's talk. Share your love story. What's in your heart? If there's that special somebody you just want to say hi to, let me be your voice and reach out. Or if there's something troubling your heart, some problem, share with me. Let's talk it out. Or if you have even a solution to a problem that is brought up, you can call in, give your 2 cents, be part of my medical team, my medical love doctor team, and let's heal those hearts as we take this journey of love together. The number again is 081 89 99 1011. And if you're out there online, you can join us live on our Facebook page as Human Rights Radio 101.1, and you can catch the show live. Hello, good evening. Hello, could you please turn down the volume of your radio?
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Favor. I'm calling from Guarimpa.
Favor from Guarimpa. How are you doing this evening?
Okay.
What? Talk to me.
There's something that's bothering me.
Okay, talk to me.
And it makes me feel so lonely. I feel like I'm alone now.
Favor, you're never alone. I'm your resident love doctor and I'm here with you. Talk to me, Favor.
Okay. It's about my boyfriend.
Okay.
I love him so much.
Okay.
I care for him.
Mm-hmm.
I always provide for him. I always sponsor him whenever he's in need.
Wow.
I don't know if he has any love for me.
Okay.
I went for a program.
Mm-hmm.
I missed his call.
Mm-hmm.
So the next day he called me and told me that he's tired of our relationship.
Wow.
And he doesn't love me anymore.
That's
And
terrible.
he don't want me again. So this thing is bothering me. I don't know what to do. Please, I need your advice, please.
Favor, how long have you and your boyfriend been together?
He is 1.5 years now.
Half a year or 3 years? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 6 months. You've been together with your boyfriend 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. And when did he break up with you? Or when did he make this call? Say this. Hello, Favor.
Yeah, I'm too.
When? When did he break up with you?
Oh, he just called me and told me that he's tired of our relationship, but I don't know if he wants to break up with me or not.
Okay, he just said he's tired of the relationship, and he hasn't broken up with you. He hasn't said he wants to end it yet.
Yeah, just because I missed his call.
Okay. Was it today that he said it? Was it just today that, he called and told you this? Or was it that he told you this maybe a day ago or yesterday? It was today he called you?
Yeah, he told me the next day he called me.
Okay. When was the last time you spoke to your boyfriend, Favor?
It was on Wednesday last week.
Wednesday last week. And up till now, he's not answering your calls? He's not responding? You've not seen him?
If I called him, he will end my call.
Wow. Have you gone to see him? Do you know, where does he live?
Huh?
Where does he live? Have you gone to see him?
No, he's working in one company like that.
Okay, but is it within
Just
Abuja here?
finished secondary school.
Oh, okay, you just finished secondary school, and
Yeah.
he's working in a company. Is that here in Abuja? Is he working here in Abuja?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Favor. keep listening to this. I'm going to give you my advice. Just keep listening, all right?
Alright, thank you,
Okay,
sir.
no problem. Just keep listening, okay? I'm here for you, okay?
Alright,
All right.
welcome.
Thank
Bye.
you, Favor. Thank you. That was Favor, and she was calling with something troubling, something bothering her heart, an issue with her boyfriend. If you have any advice for Favor, please call in and give your advice. But before then, let me take this call. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Who am I speaking with? Sorry, can you turn down the volume of your radio, please? There's some music playing in the background. I can hardly... Yeah, can you turn it down, the music? Can you turn down the music so we can hear each other? Okay, I think it's better now. Can you turn down the music? Can you hear the music? The music in the background. Can you turn it down so that we can hear each other? Sorry, Umar, if you can call back, please turn down the music. There was some music playing in the background and I could hardly hear you. If you want to call in, please turn down your radio, your music set, so that we can talk and hear each other. I want to be out here. I'm out here to help you. I want to share with you. So please, when you call, turn down the volume of your radio so that we can talk together. Favor, if you can hear me, Favor was a caller who just called not too long ago with a problem. Let me just take this call before we get there. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Who am I speaking with? Hello, the network is a little bad. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Aha, the network just cleared up. How are you doing? Hello, sorry, I can hardly hear you. Can you call?
me?
I can hear you now, but the line is breaking up.
Hello.
Yes, the line is better now. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, who's speaking, please? Ah, sorry, you can please try and call back again. The number is 081 8999 Please call in so that we can hear one another and we can talk. Now, Favor, your case is a very interesting case. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, hello.
Good evening.
Welcome to Heartbeat. I can hear you. Welcome to Heartbeat. Who am I speaking with? I guess that caller couldn't hear me. If you can hear me, please call back. Favor. Your boyfriend, you just finished secondary school, like you said, and your boyfriend works in a factory, so you're a young love. And when you're young, I think it's when you're young, the love that you feel, the passion that you feel is always the strongest, which is why when you get hurt, it always seems like the end of the world. You say you love your boyfriend. I don't doubt that. Love is a beautiful thing. But I want you to understand something, Favor. Your boyfriend, the way he feels towards you. Now, from your story, you say you went for a program and couldn't answer your call, and you've been dating for 6 months, and finally you answer the call and he tells you he's tired of the relationship, but he hasn't ended it yet. If your boyfriend feels the need or desire to end this relationship with you without justification or cause, because to be honest, I can't see a real reason for wanting to end this relationship. You went for a program and you've tried to explain it to him, but he doesn't seem to want to hear. This may come in hard and true, but he just may not be into you, Favor. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Heartbeat.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome to Heartbeat.
My name is Philip.
Your name is what, sir?
Philip.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Could you say that again, please?
My name is Philip.
Oh, okay. And where are you calling me from?
I'm calling from Abuja.
Abuja. Where in particular, sir? This is still Human Rights Radio 101.1, and this is Heartbeat. Now, Favor. Sorry, Favor. I have to take this call. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Who am I speaking with?
It's Christiana speaking.
Christiana.
Yes, from Lugbe.
Christiana from Lugbe. How was your day today?
Was fine, sir.
Talk to me.
Fine, sir. I have something that bothers me day and night.
Okay.
I have a guy.
Mm-hmm.
We have been together almost a year now.
Okay, a year.
And something happened that I told him that I'm pregnant,
Okay.
and he said I should leave it. And I personally leave it.
Okay.
And yes, I thought that he loved me very much. That is why he said I should leave it.
Mm.
I leave it. So I met him and I told him that he should come and meet my parents so that he will pay something, even if not all. He should just come and meet them and talk to them so that they will understand. So he was telling me that I should go and do my genotype, that his own genotype is AL.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the hospital, I did my genotype, my own was AA.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So, and after that, he now told me that his mother said that he should not marry any tribe that accepts the girls from his village. So that is when we started having problems every day. So may God forgive me. I aborted it. But now he's stopping me day and night that we should come back together. I can't, day and night he's stopping me. So I don't know. And I love him so much.
Okay. And you've been together for how long? How long have you been together with him?
1 year now.
1 year. And in this span of 1 year, you got pregnant, and you asked him to meet your family, and he told you he couldn't because his mother or his family says he shouldn't marry anybody outside his village. And unfortunately, you had the abortion, and now after everything, he still wants you in his life, but he's not willing to marry you. Christiana, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right, Christiana.
Sir.
This is the doctor's advice to you. This person, you love this person so much, but
Yes, sir.
I think he does not love you the way you love him. And you sound like somebody who deserves all the love and to be cherished by somebody who truly cares for them. Now, I understand that there's passion and there's feelings that you have for this person, but I don't think, in my honest opinion, he loves you the way you love him. And for him not to love you the way you love him, this relationship will always be one-sided, because you will keep making sacrifices for this person who does not appreciate it. Now, you guys had sex, unprotected sex, and when I say unprotected sex, it's sex that you had, you were intimate, and you became pregnant, and he asked you to keep this child, and in the end, he was not able to follow through. In the end,
He did not ask me to steal it, but I was angry because of
I
what
didn't say that. I know he didn't ask you to abort the child. He asked you to keep the baby, right?
Yes, yes.
And then in the end, when it came down to him doing the right thing, in the sense that meeting your family towards marriage he didn't, and then he told you that his mother will not agree for him to marry somebody outside his tribe, right? And because of that, you went ahead with the abortion. Now, he's now coming back to you to ask you again, or he's disturbing you, or he's pressuring you to come back together. Christiana, let me ask you this question. If you get back together with him, do you honestly feel in your heart of hearts, if you got pregnant again, that he would actually step up and marry you if he was not able to do it the first time? Do you feel so? I know you love him. I know how you feel about him. And love, there's love, like we said, is a beautiful thing. But love is a beautiful thing if that love is reciprocated. If that love is a two-way thing. If he truly loves you and wants to be with you, then the consequences of family and what his mother is saying should not come in. Can you hear me, Christiana?
Yes, sir.
It should not come in. His priority should be to you. And if he has already told you that his family or his mother will not agree for him to marry anybody outside of his village, then I don't think that attitude is going to change. If he was not able or willing to meet your family when he asked you to keep the baby, then it's not going to change. So you have to ask yourself this question. Do you really want to be with somebody who is not willing to step into the line of fire for you? Who is not willing to stand up and step up and be a man to you, a true man to you? Because if he, like he said, asked you to keep the baby and is not willing to meet your family and is already giving you excuses that his family will not agree for him to marry somebody outside his village, then I'm sorry to say this, that relationship is doomed to fail. Because a true person, a true man that loves you back and front, who's willing to impregnate you, to get you pregnant, will step up to his family and present you and say, this is the woman I love. This is who I want for the rest of my life. And this is who I'm willing to stand by. He will not bring up any excuses about my family, my village. No, he wouldn't do that. So, Christiana, I know you love him, but I'm not saying he's not the person for you. I'm saying, before you go down this road again, go down this road with both your eyes wide open and start asking the right questions. Because if this is someone you love and you see a future with, then that person should also love you in return to see a future with you and be willing to do the right thing. Okay? Hello, Christiana. Christiana, if you can hear me, I know that line just ended, but I hope I was able to give you the answers that you need. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Sorry, can you turn down the volume of your radios, please?
Okay.
All right.
Hello?
Thank you. Good evening. How are you doing this evening?
I'm okay. How you doing now?
I'm fine. Welcome to Heartbeat. Who am I speaking with this evening?
Yeah, I just need a lady where you have a job
Yes.
and where I can spend my last week.
Okay.
That is my job work. And another complaint is that I paid somebody to help me buy a land. The person just did turn me. And the right position where they showed me before, they changed me from another place. From the other place, that place don't develop. From that place to another place again. And the land I was not to come out and I need advice. That is my just want.
All right. Okay, my brother. What you're going to do is, can you call this line tomorrow morning by 7:45 for your land issue.
7:45.
7:45. Somebody will be here to answer that call and help you solve that problem. Is that okay?
Oh, that is tomorrow morning, right?
Tomorrow morning by 7:45.
Oh, thank you for that.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Still on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and this is Heartbeat, a program dedicated to love and all the lovers out there. And I am your host, Buchi, your resident love doctor. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. You're on with Smart.
Mr. Smart.
Smart, call back again.
Oh, Mr. Smart, welcome back. So, what?
There's something that bothers me. I want to let you know now.
All right, talk to me. Talk to the doctor.
There's a girl I want to marry.
Mm-hmm.
It's a suicide girl.
Yes.
And I asked her to go and find something that will make her not to be vibrating on me.
Okay.
And she in Port Harcourt, like in Abuja.
Yes.
And I confirmed from the parents, and the parents say yes, that will be done.
Okay.
They now asking where is the procedure to follow.
Okay.
They now ask me what I will do is to send money come, let them go and meet the people that have the training done.
Yes.
And they mention 5,000.
Okay.
And then I will send 20,000 for them. Let her start.
Okay.
So which I did.
Okay.
And later in a month time, they now called me that they use the money for another something.
Okay.
And then now call me again, so I should send money for drink for the people. After from there, they will go and meet the woman again to settle another price.
Yes.
And I asked him, if money is not the problem, but what you are paying for is my problem.
Yes.
The person I want to marry now is a person that will force the family to ask them, why must you punish this person like that? Or what must, but the person that is relaxing.
Yes.
If I call her, it will look as if we are quarreling, shouting.
Yes.
I said, the money I sent to your family is not my problem. It's you as a person. So now, what type of advice can you advise me on that?
Okay. So, Smart, let me understand where you're coming from.
Then,
There's somebody you want to marry, and she's in Port Harcourt right now. And you're sending money to her family to help her out with the job and also towards paying the bride price and all the necessary things. You've sent money. They didn't use the money for what was appropriated for, and now they're asking you for more money to send more money for other things when they didn't use the money for the first time for what you had put it down for. So now what you're saying is that the money, sending the money is not the problem. It's the attitude. And every time you call this person, this girl that you're in love with and you want to marry, it always seems to turn into a quarrel. Did I get that right, sir?
Yes, I'm hearing.
Okay, Smart. The relationship you have with this girl, how long have you two been together?
I only went to the community as last about 3 years.
Yes.
And I saw her.
Okay.
I don't live well with her. I don't go to the family direct that I love this girl. I want to marry her.
Okay.
That was the condition.
All right. Okay. You didn't go directly to the girl. You went to her family.
I went to the girl. We accept ourselves.
Okay.
And I went to the parents, and the parents accept. All together, we meet together and agree.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm getting the picture now. Smart. When was the last time you actually went down to Port Harcourt? I know you said 3 years ago you met her and you met the family.
I was in Port Harcourt May,
and you saw her then last, right?
Yes.
Okay. There's always this difficulty with long distance relationships, especially when two people who love each other or who are in a relationship together are not close to each other, because you don't see that person on a day-to-day basis, and the conversation is through a proxy, a third party, a family. It makes it harder and more of a strain. Now you love this girl and you want to marry her, like you said, and that is totally admirable, and kudos to you for that. Does this girl understand that two people are going to become one, that you and her are going to be husband and wife, two people coming together to live as one. So any way that it affects you is the same way it should affect her. It is something that is basic and fundamental that she must understand. And so when you send money to her family, I think what should happen is this. This is my advice to you. You want to marry her, that's fine. You have the money you want to send, that's fine. But it shouldn't go to the family based on, if it's going to be for tradition or for traditional purposes towards paying for the traditional marriage or the traditional union, it should go for that purpose and that purpose only. If you want to send money to your fiance for her own upkeep, that should be separate. So that means you should deal with the family separately in terms of, this is the bride price, these are the conditions I'm going to meet on that term, and then you should also deal with your fiance on that term separately. Separate these two things, two very separate things, because it's very bad that you will send money for one item and they're telling you they use that money for another item. No. And another thing, she's, this is their daughter. She's not a bale of goods that they use to extort money from you. If this person is truly in love with you, your partner, you should also make it a point of contact to talk to your partner every day, if it's possible.
We talk, if I know, let me not make a mistake. We talk every day.
Okay. So if you speak every day, you should also be on all subjects. You should also explain and know, this is what it is, this is what this money is for, this is what I'm putting it out for. Two of you should be as one. You should be thinking alike, your thoughts should be alike, and your actions should be alike. Because yes, you're not there, but she should represent your interests to her family as the fiance, as the person that she loves and wants to marry. So she can stand up for you, so nobody extorts you. So it doesn't feel like you're being exploited or extorted. Because in the end, the two of you are going to live together, to grow together. So the best thing I can say to you is talk to your fiance before you reach the family and have a mutual understanding. If this is the bride price, or if this is the money I'm sending towards paying bride price, then you know you're dealing with her family. But if it's money you're sending to your fiance, that should be separate. Two very separate things, okay?
Thank you. Welcome, then.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Smart. All right, then. Have a lovely evening. You're still tuned to Human Rights Radio 101.1. And this is Heartbeat. And we are going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we will answer all your calls. And I'll go back to Favor's question about her boyfriend and give her my advice as the love doctor. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Radio. John Wooden. You're still tuned to Human Rights Radio 101.1, and this is Heartbeat, and I'm your resident love doctor, Buchi, and we've opened up our lines to all the lovers out there. If your heart is heavy and you have something you want to share, if there's someone out there that you want to reach out to tell them how much you love them, or is there something bothering you, or is there you too shy? You can't feel shy with me. Come, share your thoughts, share your love stories, and I, Buchi, will listen to you. The number again is 081 89 99 1011. Hello, good evening. Good evening, welcome to Heartbeat.
Hello?
Hello, good evening, welcome to Heartbeat.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening, welcome to Heartbeat.
My name is Hillary.
Oh, Mr. Hillary. Where are you calling me from, Mr. Hillary?
Sir?
Where are you calling from, Mr. Hillary?
I'm calling from Guarimpa.
Guarimpa. Talk to me.
Yes.
What can I do for you this evening? Talk to me, Mr. Hillary. What can I do for you this evening?
I have a problem. There's something that has been disturbing me.
Okay, I'm listening to you.
I want you to help me out with this matter.
All right, Mr. Hillary. Talk to me.
I have a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
That she's living in my village.
Okay.
While me, I'm living in Kaduna here.
Okay, all right.
So, then, yeah, she now told me that she wanted to come and see where I'm staying for Abuja.
Okay.
Okay, I know I told her, I say, okay, let's her wait. One more and I will send transport to her to come.
Okay, okay.
So, I have a friend.
Yes.
So, the friend used to communicate with the girl.
Uh-huh.
So, they now talk with the girl.
Yes.
They might plan that the girl will come. She can't even wait for me to send transport to her.
Okay.
The plan with the guy. I just sit down one day like that. I just saw the guy bring the girl to my house in Abuja there.
Okay.
So I did not talk anything. I said I allowed her in my house.
All right.
So I know in the night I talk to her, I tell her why she did not wait for me.
Uh-huh.
To send her transport and let me tell her the day that she will come.
Okay, okay.
Just come and meet me unexpected.
Yes.
She said that she wants to come and see either me, I'm friendly another girl here, or I'm staying with another girl.
Okay.
That was to come unexpected to me.
Okay, okay.
I said, okay, since she comes, she's not seeing with any girl, what is in her mind now? She's not saying anything.
Okay.
So we continue saying like that. That girl is staying there in my house.
Yes.
She started making trouble. That girl, she did not have respect to me at all. Even in the presence of my friends, if I talk to her, she will be shouting on me, talk to me anyhow.
Okay.
And the way I know that girl, the first time that I know that girl, that is not how she feels. That
Okay.
girl, she respect me well.
Okay,
It's
okay.
the girl that I take her to my parents
All right.
that they want to marry.
Okay.
So I sit down with her, ask her, is there anything that I did to her that is provoking her, that make her doesn't respect me again? What?
Yes.
Let her tell me what makes her change her life like this. She did not say anything to me.
Okay.
So then one day like that, she now told me that my friend
Yes.
told her that I'm friendly one girl. And the
Okay.
girl that I'm friendly, he hates the girl, he do not like the girl.
Okay.
That's the more reason that he even bring her to Abuja to come here so that he can stop me with that girl.
Okay.
So I told her, so my friend told you that he did not ask me. And he used that one and started disrespecting me embarrass me in the presence of my friend.
Yes.
I told her, okay, since she did not see it in her eyes, it's my friend that told her.
Uh-huh.
If she can't follow my own, if she continue like this, me and her will not control our relationship.
Okay. Okay.
She said that she hear me. I was she used that she stopped doing that. Why she started again.
Okay.
So one day like that, she don't know anywhere in this Abuja. This is the first time I'm coming to Abuja.
Yes.
That day she woke up like that one day, she come up for house.
Yes.
I didn't know where she go.
Yes.
And me, I was scared nothing happened to that day. Because something happened to her, they will hold me responsible because she's in my place.
Okay. Okay.
I come out with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
We walked out for this guy looking for that day before and I'm come see her.
Yes.
Where I will see her, and I'm come see her working with one guy.
Yes.
Then I call her, I said, let's go home. Oh, come back home. I asked her, where did she know that guy?
Mm-hmm.
She can't tell me that none of my business. Everything concerns me.
All right.
And then I told her, if she continue like this guy is not doing her to Abuja, let her tell me, let me give her money to go back.
Okay.
She started talking anyhow to me. I keep quiet. Then, yesterday, Sunday,
Yes.
that's my friend, how I doing birthday for his baby.
Okay.
I carried it to his doctor to text him in the night like that. He's the one that comes to bring for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it to him. Then when I take it to him, now go to barbing salon to barb our hair together with him.
Yes.
So because I stay for there, and now come back, I'm talking with the girl. She can't answer me. That she's thinking that I go to woman's place.
All right. Okay.
And I said, I did not go to anywhere. I went to my friend's place to give him this and we went to Bible salon together. She did not agree.
Okay.
Then I called out my friend. I asked him, she's hearing me. My friend said, yes, now in place I come.
Yes.
After that, I know that my friend now went back and called her with one of my second number.
Okay.
Tell her that it's a lie, I did not come to him. After I come to his house, I branched to a girl place.
All right.
I don't, the guy is as in tapping me for back, I don't know.
All right.
So the girl, I come back from church. He started insulting me that I'm a liar, I will be a big loser to her. She's insulting me like that.
Yes.
I get angry. I tell her, let her not insult me. Because if she insults me, what I'll do to her, she'll never like it.
Okay.
She
Okay.
said that she's not scared of me. If I touch her, I'll see what she'll do to me. I just get angry. I don't know the time that I love the girl.
No, Hillary, that's something you should never do. You should never, ever raise your hand against a woman. I am not in support of that.
I'm just confused. I don't know the time that I do that. Even when I do it, I regret about doing it. I just make a mistake. I don't know the time that I do that.
Okay.
Because of what she's talking to me, she's insulting me, I just got angry.
I understand that, but you
So
shouldn't have
when I
it.
do that, I don't know that they are having plan with my friend. That he is trying to plan her. I don't know what is their plan.
Okay.
So when I just do that, she just carry her love
Okay.
and went to that my friend's house.
Okay.
Since that on Sunday, we staying with my friend.
Okay.
Then, and the funny thing is that she's having my pregnancy now. The pregnancy is just 1 month. So I called my friend.
Yes.
He picked my call. I told him that I want to stay with my girl, with that girl.
Uh-huh.
He told me that he's sorry. He never allowed me to stay with the girl.
Okay.
So the girl I'm using, the guy for me this evening.
Yes.
The guy is not there.
Uh-huh.
She flagged me. I called her back.
Mm-hmm.
She's telling me that the guy is advising her that let her not allow anything against them in that life, relationship. Let her stay away from my life.
Yes.
And he said that tomorrow he's going to give her money.
Uh-huh.
When I go to chemist and buy medicine to above the pregnancy. He's telling me that. I told told her that, okay, if you try that, both of them with the guy, I'll get them arrested. And even though I did not get them arrested, I will swear to her, if she tries to abort my baby, she will never succeed, except it's not my blood.
Okay. Hillary.
She's telling me that I tell her tomorrow, I'm going to pick her for that my friend house. Let us come back. If she's not great, then let her know what she's going to do. But let nothing happen to my baby. Because if something happens to that baby, I will deal with them. But I will deal with for both of them.
Hillary.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening to me?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to give you my own advice, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Listen very well. Turn down the volume of your radio. All right? Turn it down. Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing you.
Now, first off, Hillary, like I said, you should not have hit your girlfriend. You should not have hit her. I know you were frustrated. I know you were pushed to the wall, but the measure of a man and his maturity is how he handles his relationship. So first and foremost, you should not have hit your girlfriend. Second, all right? Now, her coming to this town, it wasn't you that asked her to come. She came on her own, and she came because your friend apparently said you were cheating on her, and she wanted to find out. She has been living under your roof. You've been taking care of her, and now she's run off with your friend that brought her into this town. First and foremost, that your friend is not your friend. Obviously, in my opinion, it seems like your friend has been having eyes for your girlfriend, for him to double talk and put false information in her ear. Obviously, and now she has run off to his house. I want to ask you this question, Hillary. The baby that your girlfriend is carrying, are you sure that that baby is your baby? Because like you said from your story, you met her.
What is maybe showing that because the time that she comes in her period is in her period time. So when she saw the period like 2 days, I slept with her. So we did not, she did not finish the period, then the period now stopped.
Hillary,
Not finish the period.
I still want to say again, because you did not give her the transport to come to this town. She came with your friend. Now she's in your friend's house, and they're both threatening you that they're going to abort a baby, which is not a good thing, because you want to keep the baby, obviously, and it's that's how you feel. But if you feel you are sure about this child being your baby, but the second part is this: you didn't bring her to town. She came of her own volition with somebody else's transport. Now she has left to someone else's care, meaning the care that you're providing for her is now going to be done by someone else. Now, you have to be very careful, because you are not married to this girl. This girl is somebody you want to marry. And if she's exhibiting this kind of character right now, because like you said, she didn't do it before, now she's doing it again. Maybe she has come from the village and Abuja life is interesting or intriguing to her, and now she's acting out. Maybe she just doesn't feel the same way she did for you. Because if this is somebody that loves you, love also encompasses trust. There must be trust amongst the two of you. She's been living in your house, and even though according to you, you haven't slept with anybody or you're not cheating on her, she's still suspecting you of cheating on or with you. Now, there's this popular saying, only a thief can catch a thief. And she left your house one night, like part of the story you said, she left your house one night without informing you or anything, and you found her after walking the whole of Gwarimpa, walking in the company of another person. Hillary, you must be very, very careful. Obviously, she does not want to stay with you anymore, and you did not bring her to this town. You did not invite her. So if she wants to stay away, if she wants to move on, then it is not your responsibility anymore. But I understand that you love her and I understand you care for her, but I don't want you to get to a situation where you're trying to force her against her will. She is an adult and you are an adult. If this is what she wants, if this is how it is, then let her family know. Let everybody who knows about this relationship between the two of you that this is how she wants to go, and remove yourself. Because if anything, oh, we lost that call. Hillary, if you're listening to me, if anything should happen to this young lady, the case will be that you, who is a primary caregiver in this town, will be held liable. She's an adult. She wants to be away from you. If this is what she wants, like I said, that pregnancy is questionable to me. This is me speaking from my opinion. That pregnancy is questionable. So, and now she's moved to your friend's house, and your said friend, the same person who brought her into town, is staying with him and is denying you access of seeing her. Obviously, he or she, maybe both of them, have now engaging in some kind of relationship, or that's where she wants to go. If that is the case, if she has left your house, you didn't invite her, she came on her own, and she has left of her own volition, I think you are not culpable anymore. So, to better safe than sorry, you should be very, very careful and tread very, very lightly. I understand that you have passions and you want to fight for your relationship, but if the other person is not willing to be with you, then accept and move on. This is Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and I am Buchi, your resident love doctor, and this is Heartbeat. We're going to take a very short break. When we come back, Favor, I hope you're still out there. Your advice from the doctor is still pending, and I'll give you my advice, and then we'll wrap up the show and move forward. So don't go anywhere. This is still Heartbeat on Human Rights Radio.
Human
You're still tuned to Heartbeat on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And I'm Bucci, your resident love doctor. Now, before we took a break, we had a call from Favor, who had a complaint about her boyfriend. After going for a program, a boyfriend of 6 months, after going for a program, she came back, didn't answer his call, and now all of a sudden he seems to want to end the relationship. Favor, we were speaking about young love. You're obviously a young person who's in love. And if your boyfriend wants to end things and is not giving you a concrete reason why, maybe, just maybe, you're not the apple of his affection. You're not the apple of his eye. This is something you should consider, especially something that seems so insignificant. Maybe he's just upset. I'm not saying that the relationship is over, but you should value yourself. You deserve all the affection and all the love that is out there, and your boyfriend should know and understand. But this is a new relationship. It's a young relationship. 6 months. I know you love him, but like the saying goes, if you love someone, you can let them go. And if they come back to you, they're meant to be yours. And if they don't come back, then they weren't yours at all. Blessing. Favor. I'm sorry. Favor. Always hold that love in your heart. Do not let this affect you. If he truly does love you and can see past this, then he should let go. He should be forgiving. Love is patient. Love is tolerant. Love is kind. Love is not inconsiderate. Value yourself. Value your love. And let him value you. If he does not value you, then he does not. He wasn't meant for you. So Favor, if you can hear me, don't hold it to heart. Let him go. He just was not into you the way you were into him. I think one of these days we're going to have a topic about the power of letting go. But that's another future episode. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of tonight's broadcast. It has been an interesting journey into love, all its complexities. I'd like to thank all my callers who called in Friday. I'd like to thank Favor, Christiana, Smart, Hillary, all the calls that couldn't come through and the ones we couldn't answer. Please call again tomorrow and the doctor will attend to you. I also like to thank the station, my producer, the Grandmaster herself, Shola, being on the console. I'd also like to thank our social media team and our TV team, Mr. Chike and Blessed, who are still out there making sure that we're streaming live, making sure that I look good online. Special shout out to them. I'd like to thank my friends, Blessing, Jennifer, Mr. Ted, and all the studio hands out there. A big salute to you. Till we come again tomorrow, this has been Heartbeat, and I have been your resident love doctor, Bucci. But before I go, I'd like to leave this thought with you. True love is selfless. It is prepared to sacrifice. Take care and have a pleasant evening.